Hi Collective, it's Melissa coming in with a collective reading. I hope you're all keeping well. So as usual, remember look, it is a collective reading, not a private one. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. Happy Easter everyone. By the way, if you're watching this at Easter, it will be put up on Easter Sunday. Don't worry if it's not Easter when you're watching this. Readings are timeless, whether it's myself or most other readers, unless they specifically say, okay? But generally readings find people whenever it's going to resonate with them, and it will still apply, okay? If it resonates, it resonates. So let's see what we have here. The cards we have. There was some kind of relationship lesson that somebody went through, and this talks about a karmic no going back to a third party energy, okay? We're no going back, but look, the cards are saying that this is all connected to a spiritual awakening process that was going on here with this relationship ending, okay? Now, it is talking about a third party involvement. Third party is anything or anyone that gets in the way, like a third spoke, okay? That's something that shouldn't be there, okay? So let me see, we're going to come in with quite a few decks and go deep into this reading. I haven't done it like this in a wee while. Life kind of took over for a few months. So let me see what we can get about this. So this is all connected to a spiritual awakening, why somebody went through some kind of relationship lesson with a third party karmic that there's no going back to. Alright, so we have the messages card come up as being relevant. We have the planning card coming up, talking about making plans, discussing possibly about meeting, discussing how, where, when, why, that type of energy. And we have the single card coming up. This is talking about now available, getting out there, unattached. Okay, somebody here there's been some kind of messages where somebody was making plans to meet up with somebody here, either letting on that they were single or they are now single and getting out there unattached. I see on that card there is a well-known dating app on that card, so somebody could be getting back into the dating cycle, or perhaps it's messages that were found got to do with a dating cycle here. Somebody here with the spiritual awakening, a truth has come out that brought an ending to a relationship. I'm going to light some holy wood, I call it, Palo Santo wood, just for some energy vibes. Somebody could have had a shock here finding out about a third party, okay, that brought an ending to a relationship connection. But this was all meant to be, it's all part of a spiritual awakening that was happening, okay? So let me see, I'm going to lay out some more cards here. Archangel Michael is out. We have anxiety, we have the removal of negativity. So somebody is experiencing some kind of anxiety as a result of all this. It talks about feelings of being scared, worry and panic, confusion, anxiety, okay? But don't worry, because we have Archangel Michael here. Archangel Michael, listening to everything that's going on. Archangel Michael is the archangel of protection, spiritual protection, but also physical protection here. And Archangel Michael is here to remove this negativity when it comes to the mindset and these feelings of anxiety and worry, okay? This talks about meditation, inner journey, and moving forward, okay? So there will be help here from Archangel Michael with moving forward. Somebody could be feeling anxious about moving forward here, okay? I'm going to head to the Shadow Love Oracle deck and see what these want to say. Forgiven, deadly combo, being burnt. This person's been forgiven once too often. Unpredictable, closed off, alone, cuts both ways, teasing. The forgiven card has come out and this says, they didn't mean to hurt you, but you are holding on to it. Forgiving helps you get past it. I feel like this is what this person plays on, like that they're saying that they didn't mean to hurt you and that you won't let go and you won't forgive them, and it's all your fault for not forgiving them, isn't it? This is the poor me, boo-hoo. They're the one who done, I want to say, the dirty, they're the one who done this act, but somehow they're saying you won't let go of it, that you should just forgive it and move on, that they didn't mean to hurt you. They hurt you. Okay, deadly combo has come out next to that. This card talks about dangerous when together, triggering, explosive. So there is this feeling of, and they know deep down that you don't work well when you're together. If you tried and getting this feeling that perhaps you've forgiven this person in the past or tried to forgive them in the past, tried to move forward, but it always comes back up again in an explosive way. Those triggers are there, as there's that feeling of the damage being done and not being able to get past it, being burnt. Okay, so this is the energy of once bitten, twice shy, twice bitten, shame on me. Do you know, it's once bitten, shame on me, or sorry, once bitten, shame on you, twice bitten, shame on me. It's that I got burnt before. This is afraid to love somebody again, unhealed trauma, and runs away. So this is this energy of, it really is about some kind of attempt that was made and not being able to get past what somebody done with a third party, but this feeling of you were burnt. The damage was done, they done the damage, but it's almost like they want to flip it around and say it's your fault for holding on to it. You know, it doesn't work like that. Unpredictable. This says you never know what they'll do. Unreliable. A live wire. This person's very unpredictable. You don't trust this person. They damaged their trust, not you. They damaged their trust and they think that they can just go, all right, that's it, just get over it and drop it, and you should give them 100% trust off. Just like that. No, it doesn't work like that. Closed off. This is saying not emotionally available, distracted, hurt in the past. You're closed off. You're closed off to this because this person has deeply hurt you and you would rather now be alone. Okay. So this is saying you feel like you are in this situation all by yourself, but it won't be like this forever. Okay, so you could feel on your own at this time. The ending of a relationship is the loneliest time. It's lonelier than being single, because there's somebody there that you feel like you should have a connection with, that you should have all those positive feelings with, and the connection isn't connecting the way that it should do or the way that it used to, and it's actually lonelier than being single and having the chance to bring that connection in. Okay, you're closed off here because of the hurt. You're not emotionally available to this person. You've tried, and this person's blaming you for it, but it's not your fault. It cuts both ways, has come out. So it's like this person trying to say, it's almost like they're trying to dodge blame by saying, oh yeah, I done that wrong. It cuts both ways. You've done stuff too. Like, you can't forgive me. You keep bringing it up to get out of the fact that they've done it to begin with. But regardless, it's not, I'm getting this real strong energy that whoever I'm talking to, it's not even about blame anymore. You're so hurt that you just want to move on. Well, with this teasing card coming out, this is talking about dangling partial truths, needing answers and shifting, because there's so many answers you still haven't got. I'm hearing the question, why? Why did you do it? Not getting the answer, but the other person not being able to explain the why as to why it happened, and just ultimately you felt like you couldn't go back to this person. Okay, so moving forward, what do we have there? Priority has come out. Frequency, conflict, life partner, dating and romance, clarity, self-love, and deception. Yeah, there was some kind of deception here. All right, so there was. Look, this was a life partner situation. Okay, it talks about having a forever potential in this relationship, that there was dating and romancing. Okay, So this was a serious union, or considered a serious union, but we do have lies, secrets and facades here with deception that happened. Okay, because of this, it was like with priority, family and providing coming in here. This is the energy of, there was a decision that was made here to go, okay, let's try this again. Let's try, because we see this both as a life partnership, long-term commitment, let's try even dating again and taking things slow to get the connection back together. But ultimately there was this sense of conflict in terms of confusion of how to move forward. Whenever I look at this card, I always see it as if they're looking at each other, so say, are you serious? Like that kind of energy I always get from the image of that card. Yeah, confused on how to move forward from this, thinking that perhaps we could start dating again, bring the romance back into the connection, because we've been together so long, or there's too much connection to just fling away. Trying to raise the energy, raise the vibration to shift it. But from this situation, there was a lot of clarity here and a lot of getting onto the same page. The more that you poured into yourself with self-love here, the more you realized that you couldn't get past this deception, that unfortunately the damage had been done, and unfortunately feeling like, okay, we can't go on with this any further is what I'm getting. And coming in with another deck here. Gossip, missed opportunity, detachment, reminiscing, values, overwhelmed, secrets, soul ties. You haven't been told everything here with the secrets card. There's still more. Okay, there's still more. This says I haven't told you everything. Look, there's unfinished business here, got to do with a soul tie. Whoever the third party element was, and dishonesty. There's some element of that continuing longer than what you believe, or there's more to it. The cards, unfortunately, are saying, I'm sorry if whoever I'm delivering this news to, if you didn't know this already, and if this is applying to you, remember it is a collective reading, okay? So only take what resonates. It's like you confronted this person about some sort of gossip or talk about this continuing, and this was a missed opportunity for this person to speak up and say the truth, because this card at the bottom says I didn't act when I should have. The detachment card here is saying I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. This person just wanted to detach from the issue. They just wanted the situation to just melt away here. This person now is in reminiscent energy here. This talks about I'm missing the inside jokes, but ultimately feeling very overwhelmed here. I'm talking about the stress from this is draining. And then the values card talking about having different values. But it says we have too many different values. This person was secretly still, it's not, there's a soul tie between them and the third party. There's still a lot of dishonesty here, where their lies have ripped the situation apart. There was some kind of gossip or talk that was going on here, where this person had an opportunity to own up and tell the full truth, but they didn't. They only told half truths here. This person's stuck in reminiscent energy now, in regret that they just wanted the situation swept under the rug as quickly as possible, and quite possibly they didn't own up to this truth at that time, which they should have done, because that was their chance, that was their opportunity to do so, is what I'm getting. Let me see. I'm back in with the shadow love. I'm flipping between all the decks. An ending. You're pretending that it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. So this person's still trying to cling on, but you know and they know that it's time to let it go now and have this fresh start moving forward. and you're ready. Whoever I'm talking to, you're ready for it. Crumbling. This is what we've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to build anew. So you do have the strength for this fresh start, to start all over again. Okay, you've actually been daydreaming of this. Okay, and this is saying unrealistic expectations, high maintenance diva. All right, stop being a diva when you think about your fresh start, because you're putting yourself off and you're building it up in your head to be more than what it is. Like it's this momentous, like a mountain. You've already done the hard work. You've done the hard work. Like a fresh start is not going to be any harder than what you have just been through. This is what the cards are saying, okay? You've been through the hard part. Now, what's coming in for you? You're about to get a wish come true. Something that you've been praying for, manifesting and yearning here is about to come in for you. Alright, it's coming in by the autumn time with the fall coming in here. It says it's coming. It's deserving. It says, look, so it's fall coming. It says it's coming. Okay, the fall being the autumn. Something that's deserving, and it's going to bring a lot of balance. But look, there is a sense of, with the karma card and the sadness coming in here, and the obsessed card talking about can't stop thinking about you, must have delicious. Okay, so I'm getting karma in. You be watching this person go through, like their karma is losing the relationship for what they've done, and while they're going through that energy, it's like you get the sadness as well. It's almost, I'm feeling as if losing the connection that you've served the karma as well for this person's actions. Okay, but during the autumn time here, you will be getting your wish come true. We do have an air sign here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, coming out as being relevant. This person is not going to be able to stop thinking about this situation. Okay, with that obsessed card, bottom of the deck, ghosted. There's this energy by then, though, you'll have moved on. You'll be ghosting this. You'll have to, if you're not already, ghosting and blocking this person, because there's this energy of them with the obsessed card becoming in that energy. Okay, and I'm hearing it's a switch up. This person was once a soulmate. They were once a soulmate. This person is going to get really angry here. Okay, to the point of being ready to explode. Where I have, it says threatened. I'm getting like a threat got to do with some sort of settlement, meeting halfway, compromise, a settlement or agreement. Okay, got to do with financial ties. Out of anger, this person making some kind of trick, got to do with a financial agreement or financial ties. Archangel Raphael here is telling you, see the truth about the situation here. Take a pause, take a step back and wait, because this person will actually be willing to negotiate and play. No, you're being told pause, don't act. When this person behaves this way in the autumn, pause, take a step back, allow time to do its thing here. Okay, because we've got poison and toxic. We've got an offer. Okay, this is a financial offer that's poisonous or toxic from somebody. You cannot debate. All right, so this begging card talking about negotiating, bargaining and pleading, and with a toxic offer, you can't do that. You can't get a healthy outcome if you're dealing with somebody who's toxic. You'll have to go outside the box and get somebody else involved, okay, professionally. Okay, I know that this will be very frustrating for you, because this person will be they'll be getting on like a drama queen, causing chaos, just BS. Okay, being an instigator here, all because with the forbidden love card coming out here, the non-action, the silence, because they can't have you back. They're spitting the dummy out. Okay, next deck. I'm bouncing between decks tonight. dealing with a narcissist. So it's a karmic soulmate that you've been dealing with. You're dealing with a narcissist. This talks about gaslighting, manipulation, domination, and control. Elevation, moving things up to the next level. This narcissist is going to level things up. So it's like a heads up. A heads up warns you about what's coming in. So you can be prepared for it if this reading is for you. I have the way, look, I'm going to say this the way that it comes out. We have deceiving yourself. We have transition, changes. We have the rebound effect. So like rebound, talking about the knockback effect, about endings and new beginnings. The reason this is coming out is telling you not to be deceiving yourself about the way that things are going to go when you walk away from this person. You think that you're just going to have your new beginning. This person is in this horrible energy of they're going to level up with the narcissistic behavior here. For some of you might have to get legal involvement with this person, unfortunately. Okay, I feel very awkward even saying this. This energy, it's very icky, but I have to be in it because otherwise I'll not get you to reading. You're gonna, this transition card at the bottom talks about patience, adventure, and potential, and it came next to self-destruction, causing pain, reckless decisions, which will be about deceiving yourself. If you think that having patience with this person is going to allow this person to wind down, think again. You think that this person's just adjusting to the changes, and if you have patience, they'll finally accept the new beginnings. No, not with this person. You're dealing with a full-blown person not in the nice energy, shall we say. The card does say a narcissist. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose anybody, but this is what the cards are saying, okay? We've got household, trustworthy, spiritual being. You're being told to trust that the household, your property, your dwelling, trust that it's spiritually protected. You can rely on spirituality here to protect your property. You're divinely protected. Okay, your home is divinely protected. You don't have to worry about that. It's just more threats of financial ties that this person's going to try and be a thorn in your side with paperwork and stuff like that. So this air sign has come out again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have, when it comes to mending and healing, okay, this talks about healing, soft, repairing, and resolution. We have holding back, and we have this person doesn't care. This person does not care. This person might fake it, that they want some kind of healing. They might talk the talk, but they won't walk the walk. This person's holding back from doing any internal work. They might pretend and go, oh, can we fix this? This person will not. This is just an energy vampire. Okay, this talks about somebody who's draining, overwhelming, no accountability, drama with this person. Meanwhile, you're out here with hospitality. You're out here being kind, being warm, being helpful, being welcoming and generous is the energy you're showing up in. This person just wants to drain your resources, okay? So it's not only monetary, okay? It's also about the energy that you give them, supply. Okay, so emotional supply, reactions, emotional reactions, everything. This person just wants to drain you, okay? Keep a physical distance from this person, okay, is what the cards are saying. This person has a repeating pattern or cycle of having friends with benefits, no strings attached with people, okay? It's what this person does, okay? Emotional distance. Whenever this person becomes emotional distant and they're holding back and saying, I just need space, they were having, because they have commitment issues, yeah. But when they were being in this energy, it was because they were going through the patterns, the narcissistic cycles here with other lovers that they were hoovering in. This person has mommy issues. At the root of all this, okay, We have money restrictions and finance. This person uses people who are empaths for financial reasons. To see you as a caretaker. They look for a caretaker, somebody who's in a motherly position or motherly and caring towards them, who will take care of them, who will make them comfortable. When this person's request, you have suspicions of this person's request because you have divine wisdom and spiritual power here leading you. This person knows that they're running out of time with you. So that's why they'll get nasty. So don't be afraid to act accordingly. Okay? Manifest your way out of this. Don't be afraid to speak up here. Interference law. You'll have to get legalities involved. There's also a fire sign come out there. Must be in the chart somewhere. Yours or theirs, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. And we've got to do with, it says rich, talking about financial riches, talks about self-sufficient luxury assets and lavish. Okay. Don't be afraid to do what you need to do with this person because that's not their money to try and take. Okay. Take care.